Kevin here for the Southern Fried Horror Show, and we are in Lenoir, North Carolina, checking out Tiny Terracon. Tiny Terracon had no shortage of fun, and one of the coolest things I got to do at the show was interview the amazing Angel Bradford, star of Debbie Does Demons, Desperate Souls, and a ton of other kick-ass projects. Easily one of the hardest working and most sought-after actresses in the indie horror scene, Angel shared a bit about her career so far and what we have to look forward to in the future.
I've been inspired by horror movies like my entire life. I grew up watching them. My parents watched them. And I was really inspired by a lot of the special effects makeup that I saw, especially in movies, like Hellraiser, Pumpkinhead, Creepshow. My personal favorite is Amityville 2, The Possession. Amazing. But those movies really inspired me to get into makeup. And I started doing makeup for a con here in North Carolina, the original Hollywood Horror Show in Snow Camp. I did some makeup there for them, and then I started just sharing pictures of stuff that I was doing. And indie directors got in touch with me, Brad Thomason and Dwayne Etheridge, and they asked me if I wanted to do makeup. And I was like, of course, heck yeah. And I had never done anything like that before, it was completely new experience for me. But one of the directors ended up asking me to read as an understudy for another actress. And when I sent in my self-tape, he made me the lead role of that film, and it's just kind of snowballed from there. I absolutely love the psychological thriller type of horror. I find that it really challenges my acting abilities because, playing a psycho, you really have to dig into some deep places, to bring out those emotions. Desperate Souls is a great example. I actually won an award for that, Best Scene-Stealing Actress, and I play a succubus in that, but the succubus ends up falling in love with her victim. So, there's so many emotions. It's just a roller coaster. But I feel like psychological thrillers really get you to think, very introspective. Slashers, of course, are great, but it's kind of, you have the same formula a lot with those. So definitely psychological horror. So I really like to dig into my own personal experiences to help with acting. And granted, I'm only 29, but I've been through some things in my life. And that's really what helps me tap into those, psycho mannerisms. It does take a while, and it's stressful afterwards because you're having to unwind from all of that emotion. It can be rough. Working with Donald always is really fun. And Debbie Does Demons was my second production with him. I had started with Shark Exorcist 2, and he ended up asking me if I wanted to play Debbie, and I was like, okay, yeah. I read the script, and Debbie seemed like a character that was super outgoing and just sarcastic in nature, on her show and stuff, and it was a role that I really dug. And honestly, it's probably still my favorite role to this day that I've done. For Darby's Scream House, I'm going to be kicking ass. I'm Danger Darby, so I know all sorts of kung fu and flips and stuff, so that's going to be really fun. Yeah, there's a really good cast for that. Mel, Jessa, Morgan, that's going to be fun. I'm really excited for that. Funny enough, Bobby and I met on Shark Exorcist 2. That was our first time meeting 3 years ago. And we had kind of lost contact for a little bit and then reconnected again on Facebook. And I shared, my resume and acting reel and stuff with him again. because for Shark Exorcist 2, we had only worked together for a little bit. So I sent him what I had, and now we've just been working together, on Grandma, Amityville Ripper, and now Final Inning, which I'm going to be assistant directing. And I'm very psyched. We have so many cool ideas and ideas for cast members and stuff. It's a secret. Can't share that. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be filmed in a baseball stadium. And you guys are going to be super, super excited for it. My advice would be definitely work for yourself. I do have, a manager and stuff that I work with, but I mainly have found all of my projects doing my own networking. Definitely have a resume, get headshots done, because headshots are the very first thing, that casting directors see when your folder pops up on their table. So, and just be confident. Confidence is key, and fake it till you make it.